Wow, do I get a lot of questions about should I draft or should I not draft in my race? And great questions, a whole host of problems, but a lot of wonderful solutions. First off, I'll just say, yes, you should, but be prepared. So let's talk about the problems first. Number one, is that person in front of you setting the right tempo? And are you really kind of waiting between 200 to 400 meters before you're actually looking around to draft? And the reason is that a lot of people go out way too fast. They're totally anaerobic, they're shot, and all of a sudden they start coming back to you and you think, gee, that's my person, I'm gonna draft behind them, and they're ready to call it a day. So 200 to 400 meters allows your heart rate to come up, your breathing rate to come up, and now you can start looking around. The second part is that male or female, the person to draft behind, do they have better antenna than you do? Are they going to keep on that buoy sight line? So you have to decide, if I'm going to slide over 2 or 3 meters to catch the faster person in front of me, is this going to be worth the cost benefit? And this is what we look at drafting. What is the cost benefit energy-wise when we are drafting? In other words, I've made this move and now a potential problem. Energy costs, getting up there, right behind their feet, a lot of white water. Someone else is competing for those same feet. I'm taking a slow, deep breath because I've told you to, but I can't. So maybe the breathing pattern becomes a little bit more frenetic. So you really have to kind of look at, would I rather just swim this race by myself, not worry about drafting, but I think you should consider the solutions to be a better drafter. First off, you've got to practice this either in open water, great place if that's your venue that you're going to be swimming in, and or the pool. So how do you do it? You can do floating starts. So you're starting with no movement whatsoever, and then you're practicing accelerating up onto your partner. They might be 5 to 10 meters ahead. Quick, short, wider strokes. Head down, take some breaths. You're on their feet now, relax. You can also start on your backside. Why do that? Because a lot of times people are totally caught off guard when they're in the swim or their goggles have been kicked off, and now they got to start from their back and accelerate again. So you can practice this in the pool. Secondly, when you're behind their feet, what is your breathing pattern? Are you breathing right side because they're offset to the right side? Probably not. Their kick is going to create a cloud of bubbles, a lot of chaos, a lot of water coming in your nose and your mouth. So you better learn how to do right side breathing, left side breathing, and occasionally alternate breathing. Lastly, these accelerations that you're doing, you have to be confident with changing your speed and not going anaerobic. And I can't emphasize this. The cost benefit of drafting can be huge. You can close a 5 to 10 meter gap pretty quickly. You have to be careful in the first half of the race, but in the second half of the race, if you have an athlete that is slowly coming by you, recognize that your speed differential is not great. Get on that person's feet. Second half of the race, you've got a good line, they're the bullseye, grab their feet, save some gas as you're coming in to T1, you'll be ready to go on the bike. Okay, I hope that helps.